Welcome to These Are the Blades of Our Lives, the figure skating show where I talk to you about figure skating like it is drama for your mamas. And it is here, it is official. The Senior Grand Prix is going to start. And here we go. We are starting off in France with the French Cup. This is a prediction video of how I think it's going to play out in each discipline, and I'm going to break it down to judges' pick and my pick. So the judges' pick is usually picks that I make based on previous competition, world standing, federation backing, and so forth. My pick is mostly sentimental. It has nothing to do with the actual skating and mostly everything to do with the outcome I would like to see. Now, having said that, I don't know if it's because it's the Olympic season, but this was the most difficult prediction video I have ever made. Usually I'm able to make my pick and the judges pick fairly quickly, no stress, no mess, but for some reason this season I found it to be incredibly difficult. Pairs wasn't so bad. I found pairs to be pretty straightforward, but men, only because the men have been menning all over the place all season. In addition to that, a lot of the men are injured. So it was really hard for me to sort of make a determination of how I think it was going to play out. Pairs was probably the easiest discipline for me to be able to pick, the judge pick and my pick. Women, again, because there are so many contenders, so many dark horses. I just felt like women could go almost anywhere. We also have a lot of young blood who are throwing themselves into this competition. We also have some skaters that we haven't seen compete yet this season. So it was also very difficult for me to pick for the judges and for myself, the women. Ice dance, I didn't even want to touch this because this is going to be a hot political BS. And it's not just going to be at this event, it's going to be at every event where dance is going to be a hot political BS. I am the international skating school that is under Marie-France Dubry in Montreal. They are going to be politicking like no one has ever political ice dance before. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. There have been others who've done it and done it better. But I feel like there's going to be a lot of politics involved. You're going to have I am. You're going to have them combining force with Ekaterina Tuberetsi and her 10-point bonus. You're going to definitely have that, Eastern European bloc voting. There is just, and then you throw into it Didier and the French power plays. It was very hard to make any kind of concrete decision on how ice dance was going to go. I did my best, guys. I doubt I'm gonna get most of it right, but I did my best. So my prediction for the pairs, the judges pick, I would say would be Riko Miura and Ryuichi Kihara in first place. In second place, I say Diana Stiletto Dudek and Maxine Deschamps. In third place, Anastasia Gabaluba and Hector Giapatalis Moore. And fourth place, I'm going to put Maria Pavlova and Alexei Savchenko, even though I haven't seen them compete at all this season, so I don't really know how it's going to play out. And then in fifth place, probably Kamil Kovalev and Pavel Kovalev. And then I would say Audrey Chen and Balaz Nagy probably in sixth place. And then Megan Weisenberg and Dennis Strelkalkin. And probably in last place, Aurelia Fuller and Theo Bell. my pick and the judges' pick are identical. I feel like unless one of these skaters really just have a complete implosion, that's how it's gonna go. I feel like this should be a win for Riku and Ryuichi simply because the judging seems to be in their favor. They seem, from the competitions they've had so far this season, they have been scored very well. The short program suits them incredibly well. The long program, they're still building stamina for. So absolutely, I feel like they could easily win this competition if they go relatively clean. They don't have to go completely clean. They have to go clean in the short. I think if they go clean in the short and they give themselves a nice lead, they won't have to go completely clean in the long, and the judges might still go with them. Then I'm putting Deanna in second place. Deanna and Max in second place across the board. First, I've said this before. I do not like the backflip in the middle of the short program. I don't see the point of it. It doesn't really go with the program. It stops the flows of the program. But more importantly, I am terrified for Deanna's back, her hip, her, just please let us not do that. Also, they also need to get back to the stability of their jumps and the stability of their throws, but it's early in the season, so I can definitely see that happening. Anastasia and Hector, I have not seen compete so far this season, so we're definitely going to have to wait and see what they have. Their twist has always been problematic. She always hits his shoulder. If they can manage to fix that twist, all their other elements are good. And if they have decent programs, definitely could see them on the podium at this event. Again, Maria and Alexei, I have not seen all season, but they have one of the most stable throws and pairs right now. So if the other elements are on par, they might end up on the podium or they might end up in fourth place. Camille and Pavel have had a really nice season so far. At both of their competition, they've gone relatively clean. They look strong. So definitely I'm looking for this to be a continuation. The last time we saw Audrey and Balaz was at the Olympic qualifier, where unfortunately things didn't quite go their way. So I'm hoping they can have some, a better outing here and feel a sense of redemption. Then we go to the men. My pick and the judges' pick differ slightly. So for the judges' pick, I have in first place Ilya Melanin, in second place Kyle Mura, in third place Adam Sion-Hemfa, in fourth place Nika Egatse, in fifth place Lucas Bucci, in sixth place Andrew Togashev, followed by Mikhail Selevko, then Tatsuya Saboy, Maxim Navor, then Gabriel Fragapani, Lucas Economides, and then Francois Pitard. So this is the judges' pick. My pick, I still have Ilya Melanin in first place. I still have Kyle Mura in second place. But in third place, I would have Lucas Brucci. In fourth place, I would have Adam Sion-Hemfa. And following Adam would be Mikhail Stelevko, then Andrew Tokashev, then I would have Nika Agetsa, then Maxime, followed by Tetsuya, Luke, Francois, and Gabriel Fragapani. Now, I know there was a lot of controversy about how Ilya took criticism towards his program, but I do believe like Ilya is one of those competitors, and so he's definitely going to be able to put everything in the back of his mind and come out and show what he's made of, which is just technical supremacy. Technically, if he can deliver his program layout, he will be miles ahead of any of his next competitors. Now, his programs are not necessarily my cup of tea, but what I do like about the program is how much Ilya seems to believe in them. He seems to feel them. He seems to be invested in them. And that is always great to see for a skater. Kyle Mura, oh my God. He actually has two programs this season that I really, really like. I really, really like them on him. It's just that he's coming back from injury and his jumps are all over the place. But I want to have faith that he could do it, that he could get it together. My pick, the reason why I'm putting Lucas Bucci um, in third place over Adam is basically because Adam is so inconsistent this season. And I feel like if Lucas can do one quad and then, some relatively clean triples, he probably could end up ahead of Adam, who probably is going to have to come back from behind, fighting tooth and nail from a disastrous short program. I'm having at I'm pretty sure the judges will have Adam on the podium because if we're gonna be honest, this is in France. The French are hosting. The pull is gonna be there. The politic is gonna be there. If Adam is even relatively clean, I feel like the judges will put him on the podium, probably in second place, but definitely at least in third place. But I don't have him on the podium. Then there's also Nika Getza, who's probably gonna be in that top six. I don't. I listen. What happened in Georgia? The Georgia Cup is what I'm gonna call it. With his scores was so hilariously funny that I want to see how close the judges keep that score for him. I just want to see it. Instead of like Mika, I would prefer Mikhail because, as you guys know, I love the Prince short program that he's doing. He's so into it. The packaging, everything is fabulous, but it is going to be a question of his jump. I feel like top six finish both for me and the judges for Andrew would be really, 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 really great. And I feel like the rest of the men, like Maxim, Tetsuya, it would depend. I mean, Tetsuya could be as high as fifth or as low as last, depending on his consistency. Dance, I've already said I think dance is going to be a hot political mess because dance doesn't really reflect what's happening on the ice and only reflects what's going on behind the curtain. So for me, the judges' pick would probably be Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Guillaume Cizeron. And second place for the judges will probably be Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson. Then in third place, probably Charlene Guinard and Marco Fabri. I I think the judges may go with Diana Davis and Gleb Smokin in fourth place, but I'm gonna give the judges a little bit of credit and say that in fourth place they're gonna do Allison Reed and Salus Amberlas Vilas. And then in fifth place, they're going to go Diana Davis and Gleb Smokin. Then probably followed by Emily Brady and Ian Somerville. Then Ava Pate and Logan By. And then my babies, Maria Jerd Laurent and Roman Lagar. And then Natasha Lagu and Ahmoud Kafa. Then probably in last place will be Selena Fragi and Jean Han Fournier. That is their pick. My pick, I have in first place Charlene Guinard and Marco Fabri. I still have in second place Lila Fair and Lewis Gibson. In third place, I have Laurence Fournier-Baudry and Guillaume Cizeron. And fourth place, a firm fourth place, is Allison and Salus, then followed by Emily and Ian, then followed by Marie Jerd and Roman. Then I would have Diana and Gleb, followed by Ava and Logan, and then the last two would remain the same. Now, it's in France. The French Federation, uh, per the Russians, if they get a, a strong judging panel in favor of the French, easily Lawrence and Guillaume could probably walk away with this medal, given the fact that they're going to have not only the French Federation behind them, but also I am strongly behind them. I can definitely see them definitely winning here. I think, again, the I am political machine is definitely going to try to pull to get this entire podium, but if not, then at least top two. So definitely they're going to try to get that silver medal for Lila and Lewis because they want to set it up so that they can keep the Italians off of the podium at the Olympic. Then I think they're going to put in third place Charlene and Marco. And the problem with this is Charlene and Marco, Lord knows that I'm trying to pray to keep them on the podium at the Olympic. The problem is they are working against me so very, very hard. This pair, at every chance and at every opportunity, just get the packaging, the music, the program, they just do everything in their power to sabotage. And I feel like this season is not going to be any different. So I feel like the judges will definitely at best put them in fourth place. I mean, at best put them in third place. Now, fourth place, I can definitely see I am just throwing Allison and Salus under the bus in favor of Diana and Gleb in order to get that E30 10% bonus and that Eastern European bloc support that they're going to need for the Olympics. So I can see Allison and Salus falling behind Diana and Gleb, especially if the absurd scores from the Georgian Cup get carried over to regular Grand Prix judging. We might just see something that's quite laughable here. For me, I'm going to put Charlene and Marco in first place and pray that their programs are semi-decent. While yes, separately, Laurence is stronger than Charlene and Guillaume is way stronger than Marco. Regardless of how one may feel about the skaters, just pure skating wise, that is the reality of it. However, I feel like Charlene and Marco, having been together for so long, have better synergy, they have better matching line, they have stronger skating skills together. Not if we take them apart and judge them individually, but together. And if they could perform not like they're supposed to, they should be able to beat Laurence and Guillaume, who just got together. Lila and Lewis, they're just going to stay where they are. For me, I would put Laurence and Guillaume in third place. Why? Because one, they haven't fully blended together as a pair yet. I don't feel like they've blended together as a pair yet. They still have a lot of room to grow, to match their lines, to match their tempos, to match their musicality. And then adding on to that, neither their rhythm dance nor their free program is anything mind-blowing, anything new, anything innovative, anything great. They're okay programs. So when you combine all of that, that's where it is. For me, I would put Allison and Salus in a firm fourth place, even though depending on Emily and Ian's program, because I haven't seen Emily and Ian's program. For me, as you guys know, Ian Somerville is one of the best male skaters in his generation. His edge work, his musicality, his connection. He is just a beautifully exquisite skater. And Emily has grown so much over the years as they blend together as a pair. And if they have really, really good program, because I'm not crazy about Allison or Salisa's program, I would definitely put Emily and Ian ahead of them. But it depends on the program. I feel so bad for Allison and Salus. might betray them. I'm betraying them. My bad. I'm sorry. For me, I'm also putting Marie Jerde and Roman ahead of Diana Davis. I love both of their programs this season, yes. Marie Jerde's dress in that free program is, I like this pair so much, so I'm not going to say anything bad. I'm just going to say the dress is not to my liking. The faux gold snake thingy, it's just not to my liking per se, but I do like the programs. I think both programs are really good, and so I could easily put them over Diana and Gleb. I know that's not gonna happen, but I would definitely put them over. For me, a top 6 finish for Diana and Gleb is amazing, but I would have them more around like 7th place. But that is just my pick. And then finally for the women prediction, judges pick, I think they're gonna go Kaori Sakamoto, Gia Chen, Isabel Levito, Rion Simiyoshi, Amni Nakai, Cheon Kim, Young Yu, Olivia Kaiser, Lauren Charles, Elise Lynn Gracie, Lena Serna, and then Clemency Mayudu. That is the judges' pick. The judges are probably gonna, if Kaori can be relatively clean, I feel like the judges are gonna stick with her. Her programs are really nice this season. She's a contender for the Olympic. What I do like about the women going into the Olympic is there are no definitive favorites, but there are many contenders, and Kaori is definitely one of the leading contenders, so I feel like the judges will be generous to keep her at that level. Gia had a fabulous short program at her first senior event. The long program didn't go as well, but I feel if she has another fabulous short program and she improves in the long program, I can definitely see the judges going with her. Depending on how the tech callers are, because I do feel like the tech callers tend to really go after the South Korean women in terms of calling their jumps way more than they do any other federations. I don't know why. Uh, Definitely the political pull of the US is behind Isabel Levito, so I can definitely see the judges going with her for a medal here. Again, she has two really well-suited program for her. They're very safe program, but they highlight all of her strengths, so I'm all about that. I would love to see Rion land a clean quad here and for it to be girthy, for it to be just wonderful. Amni Nakai is that young, hot blood that I feel can come out of nowhere and spoil everything for the rest of the women's field. If she can get the triple axel in the short program and in the long program and then skate to her ability, and she has a lot of ability, we could see something. Cheon Kim, her first event out was kind of it was kind of messy. She was struggling, but I do think Cheon has that mindset of a competitor, of a fighter who's not going to give up. Young Yu, I just don't know how the judges are going to take her on her comeback and where she's going to land. Livia, I have not seen compete this season, so I also don't know. Laureen, her jumps look so much better, so she may even end up in the top 6, which is possible. Elise, unfortunately, struggling this season. Is she going to come back stronger here? We don't know. And then I feel like despite this being a home event, Leah and Clemens probably would be towards the latter bottom of the standing, but then you never know what's going to happen. But that's the judge's pick. My pick, I'm sticking with Kaori as well. I'm sticking with Gia in second place as well. But in third place, I am putting Amni Nakai. Again, she is that young-blooded dark horse who I think can literally come in and shake everything. So I can easily see her on the podium. I am keeping Rion in fourth place, but I'm going to put Young Yu in fifth place. I know I haven't seen Young Yu compete in a while, and that is why I'm putting her in fifth place, because I think the hunger is going to be there. She's going to definitely want to say she's not out of the game. She's still in the conversation. And then in sixth place, I would put Cheon. I'm keeping her exactly where she is. For me, in seventh place, I'm putting Isabel Levito. As you guys know, there is so much that I absolutely adore about Isabel's skating. I feel like she is a lovely skater with such an it factor and ice presence. But if her jumps were judged fairly, if the tech caller literally called her jumps like they're supposed to be, she would be in 7th place. And then the rest of the skaters for me is basically the same as the judges pick. But that is literally just my prediction for this event. But I'll be perfectly honest, this season is gonna be so political that I honestly feel like figure skating can go, with the exceptions of maybe an Ilya and an Achakan bait. I feel like skating can go any which way. But you guys let me know in the comment, what does your prediction look like?